the jockey Dan Moore. So it was interesting, Dan, trying to balance between advantaging himself over the horses behind him and his main rivals in the market, and then not letting the leader, Verici, get it too far away. So obviously he thought Verici was getting a little bit too keen, and he was pretty confident that he had its measure, but he was also wanting to sit and not do all the donkey work too early and drag the likes of Legacy Bay up to the horse. And look, in the end, she's done a really good job. She's got there, but Verici gave a great kick, and you've always got to be wary, Amy, of a horse that gets a loose lead. When there's a fast horse getting a loose lead with no eyeball pressure, they're going to take some running down. Thankfully for the punters, the heavily supported Terilee was good enough to run her down.
Yeah, she was. She was quite determined, wasn't she? And exactly what you said. You could see that Dan was trying to cuddle her for as long as he possibly could. He didn't want to have too much of a margin to eat into, but just balancing his timing, and he ended up getting it absolutely spot on. So well done to him, and also well done to Mick Kent, who's catching up with Nigel now.
Yeah, thanks, Amy. Mick just having a chat to some of the assembled media as well about a very, very talented filly in Terilee. Mick, appreciate your time and well done. There's been a bit to manage with her in the past 10 days or so to produce this victory. Talk us through it.
Yeah, sure. And like she had won before, now she's probably wearing the paddock. But as you know, we've been unlucky with her, and 3-year-old once, so it's been a work for ages. And she's had a bad blood there last week. So anyway, it's come right. Haven't done a lot with her, and even though she was looking for the mile, we thought it was best that we kept her fresh for this race, the fillies race. So, and good and relief to see it get done. You know, we sort of probably rode upside down, but to get the win, but it's what we needed to do.
Hence the wait for engaging a rider, as Daniel Moore eventually was in the last 24 hours.
Yeah, I had Daniel actually booked, 2 days ago, and I went to put it in. I just didn't do it properly. But anyway, everyone was hassling about it, but decided to go with the senior. Nothing against the young boy, but just had another luck on her, and we just needed to get her to win. Which she essentially 3-1, so she needs a break, so she can go out now and come back for back end spring.
So her preferred pattern as a mare, and the longer term of her career is going to be ridden back and show her turn a foot late.
Yeah, she's got a really good turn, but she's really quick, and she loves herself quick, and she's always has been able to. And certainly wants a mile, and probably got capacity to run 10 furlongs. So, yeah, just give her a break now and see what she gets to.
You've got a terrific blueprint from some of the mares you've had over your storied training career, but what do you think she's got as a potential spring filly? Well, she's got to get her rating up first, I guess, and get a spell, but she can really quicken. It's a rare thing to have a horse that can quicken, and her heart rates are enormous, so she's got the capacity to run a bit further. But yeah, just when you see her at home, sit back off one and really quicken, you think she's got a bit to do. And just watch, she raced very green there last furlong, and that's what she does at home. She gets in front, she's a bit starry, so a set of shades probably help her down this track. We look forward to seeing her in a few months. Well done on getting a second win from her.
Thank you.
Daniel Moore comes in for a chat on the victory of Terilee for Mick Kent. So the booking was there, and we're just waiting for it all to become public knowledge, but pretty exciting to partner with her and for her to get it done under the circumstances that maybe aren't going to be a racing pattern in time.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's one certain that it's definitely not the way to ride her. It was the way to ride her today, a short quote and get the job done for punters. That she's definitely going to be better ridden quiet. The thing in Victoria is we've got an absolute wealth of very, very talented jockeys, and Ben Owen's one of them, because he nearly pulled all our pants down then. It was a gun ride, and he probably deserved the win, really. But he's flying, he's riding well, and he really chanced his hand and went. I thought straightening up that he was going to be my first danger, knocked off the top, but to his horse credit, stuck around for a lot longer. But she changed legs, my filly, maybe 100 out, and I knew I had that fresh leg and that we get the bob.
What about prior to that, where you were sort of asking for that response as it was starting to kick in that Ben maybe had stolen a march?
Yeah, well, I mean, the way the race panned out, it was completely against, Mick and I's plan. We thought we'd be, third, fourth or something, and balanced and waiting till they straighten up. But the race changed complexion immediately when that good speed came into it, and we become the horse doing all the donkey work. So once I straightened up, like I said, I just assumed that the leader had stopped because it had gone a genuine gallop, and that I thought our danger would be behind us. But as it turns out, it wasn't the case.
You've had a couple of rides on the program thus far. What's your view on the track?